Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Lucy and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Lucy's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a tug and let go on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Lucy's been fitted with her very own training collar, and you'll be taught how to use that properly during your one-on-one follow-up training session. Now Lucy's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, in spite of the fact that we have kamikaze squirrels and birds all over back here. She is maintaining her self-control. On your left is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Lucy, heel. And at this point, she walks with you. Her job is to stay with you on your left, not dragging you down the street, but walking like a lady. And each time that you stop walking, Lucy's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So she has a job to do. When you're walking, she stays with you, whether you speed up or slow down or change direction, and when you stop, she sits automatically without being told to wait for her next command. And Rich is demonstrating the little figure 8 exercise we do to sharpen their heeling skills and keep them focused on your left leg. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Practice your sit stays right in your home. It helps her to develop self-control, and that's the one thing that she lacks. When Rich returns back to her, he will walk all the way around her as an additional distraction, returning all the way back around to heel, and she should remain sitting there until he tells her what to do next.
Lucy, heel.
And they're going to take off heeling again. She's really done a good job. She's not stupid. She's just very, very high strung, and she needs this job to do. It really helps her head to have a job. So, you know, most of the time we tell people to practice 3 or 4 days a week. I would say practice every day with her. Rich is going to leave her in another sit stay. And this time, instead of returning back to her, he's going to call her, and this is the recall.
Lucy, come.
She should come right in and sit facing his knees. She should not be jumping all over you. And then she returns back to heel and back sitting. Now you heard Rich say no sit because she didn't sit right away. So with her, it's all about focus, maturity, self-control, holding her commands, learning to be a lady. Nice automatic sit.
Stay.
Rich will demonstrate that recall exercise. With this exercise, you do use her name, but don't get too happy, because you want her to come, not come flying at you, and sit nicely. And then go back to heel and back sitting. Nicely done. Now they're going to set up to demonstrate our down commands, and there are 2. The first one is with your dog at heel position. So with her seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. The long down stay, when you're practicing at home, start out at about 2 minutes, work up to 5 minutes. Again, right in your living room. When Rich returns back to her on this command, he walks all the way around her, just as he did on the sit stay, for her to have self-control enough to lay there until she gets another command.
Lucy, heel.
He heels her out of that. He's going to bring her back and demonstrate the down from a heel. So remember, have her seated at your left, left open palm straight down toward the ground, The one-word command to down and stay. She's very smart, so don't let her fool you. This time Rich will call her out of that exercise.
Lucy, come.
There you go. That was nice. Comes right in front and sits facing him, and she's looking up at him for direction. And she goes back to sitting. Good. And the very last command that we're going to demonstrate for you today on video is her down from a distance. And believe me, these exercises, just practicing these exercises, tires her because she's thinking. Rich leaves her in a sit-stay, turns to face her and back away from her. He's going to use his right hand to give the command. There you go. Good job. That's your down from a distance. Now you're going to get a chance to work on all of these things with your trainer on Sunday. We've enjoyed having her. She's been a little challenging, but she has certainly come a long way. We know that you're going to be very proud of her when you see her video. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.